Hey guys, it's Lisa. This is going to be a quick review on the Vitalumiere Aqua. It's the newest Chanel foundation. It's the cream compact makeup. As you can see there, my shade is 30 beige. It is what I'm wearing today, and first impressions, I didn't like it, but actually now I think I absolutely love it. So this is what it looks like. It's just a compact, which is nice because it's portable. Take it with you, touch it up, or easily just do your makeup on the go. So you open it up like any other compact, and at first it kind of looks like there's nothing in there. But because it's a cream, it is actually sealed up with this little lid. So I'm kind of curious to see how fast I'll go through this. As you can see, I've used it there. Um, Hopefully it does last me a long time. It seems like a little bit goes a long way. And then it says just to make sure, obviously, that you seal that up nice and tight afterwards. It does come with a sponge, which I've used, and it's dirty, gross. um, but yeah, just seal it up afterwards, and it'll should stay nice and creamy and smooth in the container. So first impressions, like I said, I actually wasn't sure that I liked this foundation, but I think it was kind of user error because even though the booklet, the box, and the foundation itself said to apply with dry sponge only, I thought, psh, I don't need to do that, which you probably don't, except for if you're looking for a certain finish, you may want to. Because with the brush, on me at least, and I did use it with a primer without, and it was the same either way. With a brush, it seemed to go on very sheer and didn't seem to really stay on my skin like I wanted it to all day long. Now, that was not the case when I used it like they suggested with the sponge. Um, it stays on all day long. My face pretty much looks like it did when I left for work this morning. And I haven't gotten overly greasy. I mean, I have a little bit of like, I don't want to say like shine. I mean, like a little bit, like I don't look totally matte, I guess. But not overly dewy or moisturized either. So it just has a really nice, almost like slightly satiny finish when you use it with a sponge, and gives you a little bit more coverage. Given I haven't used it where I've really built it up, but for a cream foundation, this is like the lightest weight cream foundation I've ever tried. And I have barely been able to feel it on my skin at all today. I did use it with a primer today. I used it with sorry, I'm kind of sick, so if I sound weird or if I seem out of it, it's just because I'm not feeling the greatest. So it won't take very long to do this video. But I did use this with the Present, which is like a oil-free moisturizer slash primer from Philosophy. And then because I wasn't feeling very well this morning and I had to go to work, and to kind of brighten up my skin and make myself look healthier, I used with my powder-proof brush from Too Faced, which I love this brush. It's so soft and does a really great job buffing in pretty much anything you want. I buffed in the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel, the Bronze Universal, to kind of give myself an even healthy looking skin tone before I put on my makeup. And after that, and because of how this foundation works, I basically just touched up in areas that had unevenness, um, uneven skin tone, any redness, or any areas that I kind of wanted to cover up and just make look a little better, I guess. So I do think, I mean, I don't want to say fully that a little bit goes a long way with this foundation, but for a cream and considering that I used a sponge, I would say that a little bit goes a long way, considering that it's a cream and that you're using a sponge, which tends to soak up a lot of the product. So like I said, I really only used it like around my nose, under my eyes. I took it like this under my eyes and just buffed it in and kind of pressed it and smoothed it in. I did not powder it today. The only powder that I have on is a little bit of contour color. I have a Smashbox contour palette, which is awesome. I've been using that daily since I got it, but that'll be another video because I love that thing. And then just a little bit of blush. And then the only other thing that I did today, excuse me, was spray my face with a little bit of the Urban Decay All-Nighter Spray. And other than that, I have not touched my face all day long. I've been really happy with how it looks, and I'm glad that my first impressions didn't turn out to be like my whole experience with the foundation. I'm really glad that I tried the sponge. It's been a long time since I've used a foundation with a sponge, but I really like it with this one. And maybe it's because of the consistency, the texture of the product that I like the sponge with. I don't think I would like a liquid so much with a sponge, but with a little bit thicker, creamier foundation like this one, I did like it. So I will kind of show you, if the camera will kind of pick it up, um, like the texture of it. It is quite creamy. Don't mean to flick you off there, but you could achieve a pretty good medium to full coverage with this if you built it up. And it blends beautifully before it dries, and you do have a pretty good time to blend it. It's not like well, like another Chanel foundation that I've used, the Matte Lumiere. I don't find that one has as good of a blending, and just like it's not quite as easy to use on the skin, just because of the texture and the finish of this foundation. I really kind of only use this in the summer. I've heard that they're discontinuing this. I'm not really sure, but I've tried most of the other Chanel foundations. And I guess my favorite so far, given I've only used the new cream Vitalumiere Aqua for about a week, but I would have to say that's one of my favorites, and the Perfection Lumiere. And in the wintertime, the Vitalumiere, the original one. I do have the Vitalumiere Aqua, and I just want to make a note to please don't confuse that just because they have the same name, the Vitalumiere Aqua, like the liquid foundation and the cream, that they will do the same things on your skin. They definitely will not, because the textures are so different. You really get two different payoffs from the foundations. This one, I don't find that I can build it up to more than kind of a lightweight coverage without it looking, I hate to use cakey because it still looks smooth, but it's very, I can tell I have makeup on, which when you apply this lightly, it's like a second skin foundation, which I love that look. This foundation, I think it definitely gives like a second skin. Like, I don't think you can tell really, and definitely in real life, like I can't tell that I'm wearing foundation other than I know that it's there, but because I put it on this morning. But otherwise, I think if I put like another layer on like under my eyes or my skin, I don't, well, let's try it right now because maybe it won't. Maybe it will. But I just feel like because of the texture and the application with the sponge, I just feel like it won't like cake it up. So basically this is kind of what I did this morning. Like I put it under my eyes and blended it in. I don't want to cover up and on my forehead. For some reason I had like redness along here, which it hasn't been sunny out. It's been kind of chilly, so I don't know why I had that there. I'm sorry, I'm sick. My nose is red. I might as well put some around my nose. And maybe in the other side of my face. This is basically all I did and just touched up in certain areas today. And other than it's kind of covering up my bronzer that I had on today. It doesn't, you can't see on my skin that like I put on any more makeup other than it kind of covered up my bronzer. So I think you could have it look less makeup-y with a second layer of this to kind of give it a heavier coverage, let's say, than you could with the Vitalumiere Aqua. I'm guessing it's just in the formulation, but I had to say between the two Vitalumiere Aquas, given I've used the one for a week and the other one I've had since it came out, I like the cream foundation better. And I have slightly dry skin. I'm more dry in the winter, but in the summer I do get a little bit oily. And I have not had a problem with the cream feeling heavy or uncomfortable or anything of the sort. So I hope this has been helpful. I feel like I'm missing on telling you like lots of important information. It does have SPF 15. I've just been really happy with it so far, and I love how it gives my skin like the my skin but better look. At least I think so. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.